Hey folks, welcome to this week's show for Drawn to Whitetails. It is January 3rd. I know the show is going to air like on the 6th, but I'm still bow hunting, going after Mr. Krabs, the big 8-pointer that's been behind the house. He was here through 4 nights of the week of Christmas, and then he's been here again 4 nights the week of New Year's. Hunted back here the night before last, saw like 8 does, but he did not show up. So we're out here again on Sunday, January 3rd. But let's go back and talk about what I did yesterday to try to improve my odds for Mr. Krabs, and then the doe hunting tradition continued, and it wasn't on January 1st, but we're going to go to January 2nd. So I hope you enjoy this week's show. We'll recap it here at the very end. Alright, it is Saturday, January 2nd. Midday, we went and put a blind up behind the house for Mr. Krabs and a couple more cameras out, trying to narrow down where he's entering into this little field. And we've set the blind up to get closer to the area and hunt a north, south, or an east wind. I had the blind set up for gun season, but that just isn't going to work when you got a bow in your hand. We were about 60 yards away from this spot. Now we're about 30 yards. So anyway, we did that at lunchtime. Now we're going over to my lease to hunt this afternoon. I don't have any mature bucks on lease, but I got several does showing up pretty regular to the spot that sets up next to a pond. The reason I'm doing the interview now instead of when we're in the tree is because I think these deer are bedded probably within 100 yards of this set. So when I get in there, I want to be as quiet as possible. I don't think they're going to move till last 30 minutes of light. At least that's what they did last night, and I don't see anything changing much from yesterday to today, so I think they'll probably do the same thing. There's a big thicket, kind of some draws, and these deer bed down in there, and then they come up to the cut bean fields in the evenings. They can come from about 3 different directions, and the wind is blowing favorably for all 3 of those directions. So that's the plan tonight. I'm just ready to feel a tag. We're going to jump in the tree and just see if we can put a doe on the ground tonight. Again, several of them using this area. Hadn't set the spot. I'm looking forward to setting it. The west, we have not had any west winds, so this spot's been pretty much untouched all year. I think it was hunted 1 time, that was it. So that's what our plan is tonight. Jump in the tree, overlook this pond, this cut bean field, and this thicket, and maybe we can get a doe to come by and give us a shot. So let's see if that plan will come together. Well, plan came together. Had 2 does look like come right underneath the tree. I mean, literally 5-10 steps. I don't know what happened with shot. I hit her, look like in the neck. I'm just disgusted with myself and the way I've shot this year. Gun, missed another doe. And I hit that one bad. That just makes me sick to my stomach when I do that. I want a clean, quick kill, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that deer. Not the best of shots, but maybe we can recover. There's a artery and esophagus and other things right in there. Maybe that'll take her down humanely and in a quick fashion. I'm gonna gather my stuff up while it's still light and just kind of ease in that direction, see if I can find any blood or see if I can find her. Finally got down, looked for that deer. I set up in the stand, well, for another hour and 15 minutes. I think she came in about 3:45, her and another one. But I'm wearing these gloves because I'm allergic to the deer hair. I love the deer hunt, but there are 2 things that you need to know about me. I'm as allergic as can be to the deer hair, and I can't see blood for nothing. So I called my buddy Ted over to help me, and I ended up seeing 11 more deer after these 2 came through, and I could kick myself in the tail for not having another doe tag in my pocket because I should have shot another one. But I'm still after Mr. Krabs, a buck over at my house, so I didn't want to use my other tag on that one. But anyway, I thought the shot was bad, and it wasn't the greatest of shot, but it angled in from up here, and it ended up coming out right behind her offside shoulder. So she ran probably about 150 yards straight downhill, and she had expired for a while because we found her, she was as stiff as she could be. But anyway, did a little doe patrol January 2nd, first deer of 2016, first deer of my 15-16 deer season. But it's not over just yet. We're gonna keep after it, see if I can get Mr. Krabs on the ground. But it managed to hurt a little bit taking this doe out. Well, thanks for joining me on that doe hunt. It's finally good to get my first tag of the season, of the 2015-16 season, on the ground with a doe on the ground on January 2nd. But it's been one of those years. I've had a ball hunting, but we're still after Mr. Krabs. Hopefully next week me or Benji or Jeremy or Dale can get another deer on the ground. We're going to hunt up until the end of the season, January 18th here in Kentucky. We're going to be using our bow equipment, and if this cooler weather persists, maybe we can get a mature buck patterned and be able to capitalize on him. Well, again, we thank you for joining us for this week's show. I'm in the blind hunt for Mr. Krabs. Just hopefully we can have some success tonight. Join us back again next week. We'll have some more hunting action for you. And just always remember, the season never ends. Thanks.